you think that children's books, though, by necessity, can't really reach the pantheon of great novels simply because of those lacks? The only things that I can think of are not really children's books or works or artworks like Incident or Huckleberry Finn. People have sometimes mislabeled Huckleberry Finn a kid's book or
Hmm.
whatnot, but it is not a kid's book. It is an adult-minded book. That one can work and be put up there in the pantheon of great novel.
Children's
But
work.
something like Charlotte's Web or something can never attain that, even if it's brought better than it already is.
Yeah, Charlotte's Web, The Cricket in Times Square was a story I remember as 5, 6 years old
Me too.
reading. Have you read that, The Cricket in Times Square?
Yes, I enjoyed it highly in my youth.
Yeah. And so books like that, they are great genre works. This is why with films too, I talk about genre greats versus greats. I think my kid's book is great. I think you can make it just hurdle over, like Pinocchio, just hurdle over the bare minimum for great literature overall. Just as Tom Sawyer, though, cannot be as great as Huckleberry Finn, so Pinocchio or my kid's book can't be as great as Tumbleweeds, even. But putting aside even the differences in length, even if we were to discount that, but that's the problem with all genres. Books that are science fiction can't be as great literature unless they do something to move it over. The Foundation books, the Foundation trilogy by Asimov, by using the conceit of having this be a future history and writing it as if he was Edward Gibbon writing about the decline and fall of the Roman Empire, that gives Asimov that little push that I think gets it out just enough out of genre. But the Foundation trilogy is not as great a work as name a great novel as A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. It can't be. This spy book that I'm doing has a spy, and he does some spy things, but it's not about being a spy. It's a spy book only in that its lead character has that as his profession. Just as A Norwegian in the Family is not a crime book, even though I initially said, well, I'm going to write a great crime novel. But it's a crime novel because the characters are criminals, not because it follows the genre conventions of a crime novel. Tumbleweeds is a crime novel, but it's really more a Bildungsroman, or I guess it's not really a Bildungsroman, even since all the Vinchettis end up fucking their lives up and dying practically. Um, so you have to move those things. The sci-fi book that I'm going to do, these historical novels on Genghis Khan, will not be sci-fi primarily. They will have sci-fi premises and whatnot, and there will be some tropes that I'll use and reuse from science fiction, such as going to another planet, meeting aliens, dealing with stuff. But it has to be more than just that. It has to be, because genre, by its definition, is a limited form, any genre. And so, in order to get into real great art that is qualitatively and just fundamentally beyond genre, you have to get beyond it. So.